What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's up? Sorry, Joe Biden. I am very much black. I'm very much black. You shall never revoke my black card. I'm sorry. Work too hard for that card. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Real Unwoke. Not the fake Unwoke, but the Real Unwoke. All right? We are unplugging people from the woke matrix day by day. All right, guys? Get with it or get lost. You already know. First one in the chat will get a shout out. First one in the chat shall get a shout out. I'm just fumbling all over my words today. Who we got in the building today? We got my boy Lee. What's up, Lee, man? Loyal supporter, man. Shout out to my boy Lee. Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, dog. Kazi, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Deborah, another loyal supporter. I appreciate you guys. You guys, you know what? You guys are all great. You guys are all great. I don't want to feel left out here. You guys are all great, loyal supporters. So, loyal supporters, how about you transition over to YouTube for me? Subscribe to my channel and hit the like button as you enter the room. What's good, William? How you doing, man? What's up? What's up? What up, Doe? What up, Doe, Dion? Phoebe, what's happening? What's up? Sally, good evening. Good evening. Oh my gosh, we got people. Okay, we got some new faces in here. What's up, everyone? How is your Monday going? Money moving Mondays or manhood Mondays. You know, it's what it used to be. Neil, it's cutting in and out. My mic. My mic's cutting in and out. Put a one in the chat if the mic, if you guys can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. If you cannot hear me, put a two in the chat. Let me know. Good evening, Benji. How you doing? Appreciate it. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. But right now, I want to test the audio. Make sure this audio is coming in good. Can you guys hear me? Put a one in the chat if I'm coming in good. All right, sweet. Dope. All right, cool, guys. Let's get into this because this is crazy. I saw this clip. I was like, how? How is this? How far have we come? How far have we come as a society to where we are just openly perverting our children? How do we get to this point, ladies and gentlemen? How do we get to this point? Listen, I understand incrementally we kind of open the floodgates and allow the sexual revolution to come into fruition, and we've allowed things like the abortion to hit our society, and now we got this. Listen, they're not hiding it anymore. There's no need to hide it. It's completely, openly, blatantly in your face. They like, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Besides complain. Because that's pretty much all to the extent of all. Well, I'm not going to say that. I mean, there are some freedom fighters out there. You know, there are some folks out there on the ground that's putting forth some legislation to combat this lunacy. But this right here, man, this just crossed the line. I said, how is this possible where you can actually trot out grown adults butt booty naked in front of some kids and to have them guess what your gender is? Can we get a courtesy slap for that one? How, ladies and gentlemen, how is this possible? Somebody tell me without stating the obvious, but like, how? This is on TV, national TV, YouTube. Excuse me. I thought I was going to throw up. And I got so infuriated because I just, I picture, if my daughter was still that age, and God forbid something happened to me, and I'm not able to protect her, and she's exposed to this crap. Like, for those of you out there with little children or grandchildren, how is this like? There needs to be a moral outrage. People should be marching in the streets. Like, for real. This needs to be all across the country. Everyone should just be like angry, pissed off, and doing something to make some change. But anyway, before I just, go off on a tangent, I want to show you guys this video. Now listen. Fair warning. For I have to say this, but I am showing this video for educational purposes only, to refute the narrative that it's being promulgated today in our society about the confusion of gender and the gender ideology. This video is for education purposes only. Sorry, guys, I had to say that for YouTube. You guys know how it is. But nonetheless, let's get into it. Now, listen, if you guys got a weak stomach, I advise you to probably, I don't know, maybe turn off the, turn it down or not look at it or whatever you see fit. But this is going to get very ghastly. It's going to be repulsive. Okay. All right. Let me pull it up here. Now, America vice president gave Africa $60 million for oh my Lord. I didn't know that. But what else is new? I'm not surprised. All right, let's get this up here. Man, I was appalled by this, y'all. I was appalled by it. All right, let's put this here. Hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're not on YouTube, please switch over to YouTube. I really need your subscription. Definitely need your engagement in the chat. Appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Fair warning, this is a trigger alert. Big time, because I was triggered. Now, it's all in Dutch, ladies and gentlemen, so you guys are not going to be able to, for those of you who don't speak Dutch, I'll read it. I'll read the subtitles here, but yeah.
Welkom bij Gewoon Bloot. In Gewoon Bloot gaan volwassen mensen geheel uit de kleren, zodat wij er wat van kunnen leren.
Oh, okay. So he's talking too fast. All right, here it goes. So welcome to Simply Naked. That's the name of the show. Simply Naked. Oh, and we're featuring children too, by the way. Pedos.
Welkom bij Gewoon Bloot. In Gewoon Bloot gaan volwassen.
In Simply Naked, adults get undressed so that we can learn something about it. What can children learn about butt booty naked adults?
Mensen geheel uit de kleren, zodat wij er wat van kunnen leren.
These kids, 10 to 12 years old, get the opportunity to ask them questions about their naked body.
Groep 7 en 8 mogen aan hen alles vragen over hun blote lichaam. En vandaag hebben we als gasten trans.
And today our guests are transgenders. Pure and utter indoctrination, ladies and gentlemen. Pure and utter indoctrination, y'all. This is gross. Put a 1 in the chat if this is gross. Put a 1 in the chat if this is just disgusting. And these people, all of them should be locked up. We need to lock up the parents too. Like, this is pure, like this is child abuse at its finest. Like, why would you even submit your child to a show like this? Why would you, as a parent, submit your child to this? Like, why would you want to expose your child to this? The parents should be locked up.
Genders. Het gaat echt om het gevoel.
It's about the feeling that you have about your gender.
Van binnen hebt.
Ja, en dat gevoel.
Yes, and that feeling can simply be a feeling, but you can also do something about it. Listen, oh, yeah. So if you're struggling with some sort of mental disorder or some mental defect, not only can you, embrace it, you can actually make you can modify your entire body to fit whatever confused state of mind you have. Mental disorder. We're normalizing crazy. This is what we're normalizing. This is what we're mainstreaming right now. Hold up.
Dat kan je gewoon hebben, maar daar kan je ook iets mee doen, zoals...
So these are, so you guys probably can't see. Let me expand this for you. All right, so these are butt booty naked adults trotting about around in front of kids. 10 to 12-year-olds. You know how impressionable a young 10-year-old, 12-year-old mind is? Like, very impressionable. Like, this is still the critical development stage. Well, it is. I mean, because their brain's not fully developed at that age. But this is what they know. This is why they are capitalizing at that age, and even younger too, because they know kids are very gullible, very malleable, very pliable, and they're susceptible of accepting this as the norm. They're accepting this as the norm. And these disgusting, rotten parents are okay with it.
Ik ook een operatie gedaan, maar je kan ook transgender
But you can also be transgender and not undergo any surgeries.
zijn en geen operaties onder.
Look at their faces. Hold up. Look at these kids' faces. Let's examine their faces here. This girl right here, she looking like, okay, like what the hell? And this kid, he's just like excited. I mean, he just looked like he's curious, maybe excited. I don't know. And she's like engrossed by it all. She almost looks enamored by it. But yeah, her look like she's not really buying it, to be honest. I don't know. Yeah, transgender naked adults. So these are fully grown adults who've hacked off their female male body parts. Disgusting.
Ondergaan. Zie heb ik wel wat in.
These people are, man, these are pedophiles, yo. These are pedophiles, y'all. These are straight up, without a doubt, pedophiles.
Mijn broek, maar ik ben.
Okay, as you can see, there's something in my underpants. But guess what? I still have a vulva. Oh, Lord. Lord, 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 Lord. Lord, 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 Lord. Only thing that comes to mind. This is what comes to mind when I read something like that. Hold up. Deception, disgrace. It's pure deception, and it is a disgrace. It's pure deception, and it is a disgrace. Let's continue.
Ik heb nog steeds een vulva en daar voel ik me niet prettig bij. En vandaar dat ik dan poseer in mijn boxer met mijn pekker erin.
Vaginaplastie. En wat betekent dat?
Dat je there's no subtitles here, so I can't make out what they're saying, guys.
Zeg maar van het mannelijk geslacht. Ja, je laat het dus ombouwen naar vrouwelijk geslacht.
Op het eerste moment denk je...
Okay, so this is the child. Okay, so this is her. This is what she thought about it. At first you think, huh?
Huh? En op de tweede...
But later you realize that is actually, here it is, here's the operative word, pretty normal. You hear what she said? Did you hear what the girl said? The little 12-year-old or 10-year-old. She said, but later you realize that is actually pretty normal. No, darling. No, darling. There's nothing normal about this. This is sick. This is twisted. This is repulsive. This is reprehensive. Darren said, only a pedophile would show their naked body to. Thank you. Not old enough to vote or drink, but change his sex forever. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Let's continue. Yeah, they want to normalize pedophilia. Y'all, look, y'all knew this was coming down the pipeline. Y'all knew it. Nobody's really surprised about it. It's gotten here at an accelerated pace. I'll tell you that. They certainly are ramping it up. All right.
een moment denk je, oh, het is eigenlijk best normaal.
Look at this. Second child. It's actually really normal. These are children. It's actually really normal. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But my kids, no. These my kids would not be saying anything like this. I'm look, I'm I'm sorry. I was probably going to say something really really uncouth and off the cuff. So let me just keep my thoughts to myself.
Dus het is niet alleen per se alleen man en vrouw.
So this is what the host is saying. He says, so it's not just male and female. There's an entire spectrum of genders besides male and female, ladies and school boys and girls. Jesus. I cannot believe this is really happening right now in our society. How have we gotten this far from basic common sense and decency? How do we let it get like this, y'all? The adults have completely left the room in terms of our society, our social order. Darren says, disgusting grooming. You can tell by the way they change their opinions in a few minutes. This is a child abuse. Yeah, I know. Listen. I was a kid. I used to run around with a freaking bag. I used to run around with a bag as a cape, and I called myself Bagman. Seriously, I used to think I was a superhero that I made up. I called myself Bagman. Kids, listen, they're still trying to self-actualize. They're still trying to figure out who they are and what they want to be, develop their personality. I mean, it takes nurture, nature, all these things, but this is self-imposed trauma right here, y'all. This is self-imposed, self-inflicted trauma. Yeah, exactly. The Democrats' agenda. Man. Ugh. I think about the fact that I once voted as a Democrat. I mean, voted for Democrats. I identified as a Democrat once upon a time. And every time I have that thought, instantly I want to run upstairs and take a shower because I just feel gross. Like I cannot believe I even subscribed to that agenda, to that platform, to that ideology. That's why I'm unwoke, guys. That's why I'm unwoke, unplugged from the matrix. That's what it's all about. Unplugged from the woke matrix. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I do have merch. So I will get the link in the nearby future. So you guys, if you want to purchase the merch, and represent the unwoke brand, we can definitely get this on and popping because we need soldiers. All right, let's continue with this.
Daartussen zit gewoon ontzettend veel. Nadat je een operatie.
How do you feel after? How did you feel after you had surgery?
hebt gehad. Anne-Chris, hoe voelde dat?
Ken je het woord euforisch?
Nee.
Oké, dat is
Hold on. So I'm assuming that the transgender individual said he or she felt euphoric, and the little girl asks, "What is euphoric?" Hold up.
Nee.
Okay. Ah, snap. Let's keep going by too quick. Okay. Do you know the word euphoric? And she says no. Oh my Lord. I cannot believe this. This is crazy. I almost want to reach out to this. I almost want to reach out to this show and like get them canceled or something. I hope they are canceled. They have to be canceled after this. Like if they didn't have some uproar of angry, infuriated parents or just adults in general, if you guys didn't get this show canceled, we're done. We're done. Yeah, we need to protest them. I agree, Dion. They definitely need to be arrested. And the parents do too. Listen, don't let the parents off the hook. You want to listen, you want to abuse your children like this, then you're not worthy of being a parent. If you want to inflict this kind of abuse onto your child, you hate your child. You hate your children. You hate them. You hate them. Simply put, there's no love in this. There's no love in this. This is pure and utter madness and confusion. Yeah, I've noticed, Deborah. Definitely. It's all demonic. We know that. Let's continue. Let's continue.
Nee,
Oké, dat is echt...
Euphoric means really happy, extremely happy. Poor girl. She doesn't even know she's being brainwashed right now. She has the slightest clue. But I mean, what do you expect as a child? How is a child supposed to discern? Damn, this is terrible, y'all. I don't know if I can stomach this anymore. But you know, I promise you guys a show, so let's get through it.
Heel blij. Echt heel blij. Ik werd wakker en ik wist dat ik geen borsten meer had, dat het plat was.
Oh my god.
Dat het was zoals ik altijd heb gewild, zoals ik me van binnen voel. Ik was echt tot plafond, zeg maar door het plafond vrolijk gewoon.
het is een soort van
So it feels a bit like flying, and the transgender person says yes.
dat je vliegt.
Ja,
Ja, ik ben dan gewoon super blij. En
Yo,
welkom bij
this is damn mental illness, y'all. This is demonic. This is terrible. This is terrible. Let's take this down, cause man, that's terrible. Yeah, that's the extent of it, guys. I wanted to also read this little article that I stumbled across. So basically, it's come on, don't do me like that. Okay, so researchers found puberty blockers and hormones didn't improve trans kids' mental health at their clinic. Ooh, shocker. Then they published a study claiming the opposite. Updated. What? Hold up. Oh man, hold on. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up. I had some Pew Research data too, guys. I wanted to show you that basically demonstrated a surge of young teenage girls identifying as trans. Yeah. Oh, is Andrea in the building? Why you put her in there? Dion, Andrea Braxton. She here? Queen B? Oh. Let me see if I can pull this up though. Yeah. Well, listen, Christ will be here soon, so we got nothing to worry about. My thing is, guys, look, we just cannot stick our heads in the sand. We have to speak on this at every opportunity that's presented to us, because, like I said, if we do not call this out and we do not make our voices heard in unity, okay, then look, we don't have to agree with every single thing, but we can agree that this, what you just watched, is pure and utter evil. It is madness. It's wicked. If you can't agree to that, then yeah, maybe you have some serious introspection to do. Let me see if I can pull this article up though, because I wonder. I mean, you guys know about these puberty blockers. I mean, it's ruining these kids' lives. They take the puberty blockers, and ooh, excuse me. I had a video. Dang, man, I'm sorry, guys. I should have been a little bit more prepared, but I just had some things I had to take care of. But they had this video where this dude, he was contrite. He was completely miserable because he transitioned and cut his private parts off and attempted to transition into a woman, and things went south. It went south, and he was regretting it, and he wished he could go back to what he was before he made this life-altering change to his body. It's terrible, man. This is terrible. And they get them at such a young, feeble age, tender age. An article called Mental Health Outcomes in Transgender and Non-Binary Youth Receiving Gender-Affirming Care was published in the JAMA Network Open Lane. Okay, blah, blah, blah. In their study, researchers examined a cohort of kids who came through Seattle Children's Gender Clinic. They simply followed the kids over time, and some of them went on puberty blockers and hormones, administering self-reported surveys tracking their mental health. There were 4 waves of data collection when they first arrived at the clinic: 3 months later, 6 months later, and 12 months later. The study propelled into a national discourse by a big PR push on the part of the U.S. Okay. So what is... Let's see. Okay. Gender affirming care is life-saving. Lie. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is probably a little too much for me to go through right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'll try to get the excerpts and cover it at a later time, but All right, Jim, I appreciate you. You have a good one too. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight. I think we've all stomached as much as we can take right now. But like the video. If you're on the side of truth, you got to stand against this crap. Because, like I said, kids, they got no dog in this fight. They didn't ask to be here. These selfish, wicked, disturbing adults that are forcing their children into this need to be locked up and rot in jail. That's my opinion. Because the kids, they can't help it. They really, what can they do other than fall victim to this crap? But yeah, like the video, guys. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Real Unwoke. Again, I have the merch that I will be dropping shortly. You guys can check it out. Some pretty cool stuff. It's got different colors. I know I got the black and white going on right here, but I got some different colors which you guys can check out. But nonetheless, listen, I promise you, we are speaking truth and reality. And I promise you, we will reinstitute morality. Y'all have a good night.
And you ain't black.